We're live.
Okay.
Hey, say hi to Roy's family.
Hi, Roy's family.
Hi, Kanz.
Let's enjoy it.
This is Roy's live. This is live.
Hey everyone,
We're Roy's.
41 people. Oh my god. Happy to see you guys.
We're Roy's friends. We're here to help out with Kanz. We hope everybody's excited.
Hello, hello. It's gonna be bad.
Like literally في ناس قاعدين يقولون هاي. Hi.
Hey, chat. What's up, chat? So, okay, we're going to start a live. We're going to start discussions anytime.
Making the feed entertaining while we're
Yeah,
back.
okay.
With the entertainment element.
Be right back.
Okay. Thank you so much.
have a break in the schedule for that.
fan of this and testing this at the last second.
No. Just
Do you know what to
here.
do?
Yeah. Let me do it for you. It's a quick fix.
Okay, this better be.
Don't worry. It's easy.
Why is this prepared before when I was أعمل هيك?
I did it on mine, but I don't have your presentations. It's gonna go up now.
If it's on yours, but you're not connected to the internet, are you?
I can.
Well, then connect. Like this can work with a live stream, and the other one can. It's on Google Drive. Everything's on Google Drive.
Okay. There it is.
Okay.
Full screen it.
All right. So we all just saw the AI showroom. Can we do it so that it doesn't? Okay, that's fine. Okay. So welcome everyone to our session, and everybody online, thank you for dialing in. Today is going to be a celebration for job seekers who have taken an AI course. So about more than 10,000 people have signed up. It's a tough course. Not everybody can graduate. It takes 4 weeks. It's a full month. And on top of it, you have to build AI agents in order to... I'll call my dad right after. And on top of it, you need to build apps from scratch. So there's a very high bar. So 1,700 people have graduated, taken the degree, and have started to build or have completed the build of apps, and we've seen some of them. We're going to have 6 of them show their work, and we have some exceptional speakers with us today, where it's going to be a light conversation, intimate conversation. It's done like this on purpose. The 10,000 people were not all invited. It's just the people who've completed and graduated. The first thank you is for Nada at Village Capital, without whom this program ما كنا خلقنا عالم through it. So Nada, do you want to just give a quick intro of the program, how it started, the why? I don't even know if we need a microphone or we can use a microphone. Oh, okay, for the camera.
I'll speak in Arabic بصراحة. في السعودية بنتكلم عربي.
اوكي.
معلش روي.
عادي.
طيب مساء الخير جميعا. أنا بجد مبسوطة إن أنا معاكم النهاردة، بس حابة أشكر حضراتكم على وجودكم. أنا اسمي ندى القطان، مسؤول أول برامج في فيليج كابيتال. خليني أكلمكم عن فيليج كابيتال كده بشكل سريع. فيليج كابيتال هي مؤسسة بدأت من 2009 في واشنطن أمريكا، علشان تدعم مش بس رواد الأعمال، لكن كمان عشان تدعم داعمي رواد الأعمال. This could be accelerators, incubators, or any other like organization بتدعم رواد الأعمال. من 2009 لحد دلوقتي اشتغلنا مع أكتر من 15,000 ستارت اب وأكتر من 400 مؤسسة داعمة. في المينا تحديدا احنا بدأنا في 2018، ساعدنا أكتر من 130 شركة وأكتر من 40 منظمة داعمة للتكنولوجيا وريادة الأعمال. سريعا البروجرام اللي احنا موجودين عشان النهارده هو تيك باثويز مينا بروجرام، او مسارات التكنولوجيا في الشرق الاوسط وشمال افريقيا. احنا شغالين في 11 بلد عربي وبننفذ بالشراكه مع 21 منظمه. الهدف الاساسي اننا نمكن الشباب وتحديدا المتاثرين بالتطورات التكنولوجيه عامه والاي اي خاصه عن طريق كورس Elements of AI for Business. الكورس ده بنقدمه عن طريق المنهج بتاع University of Helsinki، موجود على مينا ليرن بلاتفورم وبدعم مباشر من جوجل فاونديشن. الكورس ارقامنا لحد دلوقتي فيه احنا اكتر من 40,000 شخص سجل علشان ياخد الكورس، اكتر من 21,000 موجودين حاليا على البلاتفورم بياخدوا الكورس، واكتر من 10,000 شخص خلص الكورس واخد الشهادتين بتوعه. ده ما كانش ممكن يحصل من غير شركائنا على ارض الواقع، منهم كنز. وبجد احنا دايما في فيليج كابيتال مؤمنين ان التعلم بيخلق فرص حقيقيه، وان لازم نواكب التطورات اللي بتحصل في الاي اي. فذس از يعني an initial step for this. مش عايزه اطول عليكم، بس شكرا على وجودكم، وان شاء الله اليوم يبقى على قد الاكسبكتيشنز بتاعتكم.
شكرا.
Thank you.
اوكي. بس اعطي اكثر شوي معلومات مع فيليج كابيتال. كنا تفنونا طلبوا من 30 organizations social impact organizations حوالي العالم واكثر شيء بالميدل ايست يقدروا يشوفوا اذا فيهم يخلوا الباحثين عن العمل عندهم ياخذوا صفوف AI ويتخرجوا مع شهاده من جوجل ويونيفرسيتي اوف هلسنكي. احنا كنا 30 so collaboration happens. قالوا لنا التحدي 300 لبلد واحد، بدنا ناخذ 3 بلاد، ناخذ السعوديه، الامارات ولبنان. وصلنا على 900 شخص تخرج وكان المفروض تاخذ سنه، خلصت ب3 اشهر. وهلا وصلنا على 1007 وهن قالوا خلص وقف على 1004 وبس خلص مش اثنين معهم. وصلنا على 1700 شخص مسجل، تخرج 10,000 شخص مسجل. هلا من هلا لاخر السنه لازم نكون خرجنا 2500 شخص بنشوف العدد. وحابين نكمل هالشيء للسنه الجايه. فاللي فكر بلش بمشروع اطار محدود صار مسار يلي فيه يفتح يعني an army of AI engineers بالبلد. ولكل اصحابي واللي بعدين جايين رح نشوف 6 applications بس بقلب الشو روم جوا في اكثر من 30-40 applications نحن كنا شايفينهم قبل. من الشخص اللي بيساعد to identify the right pharmacy حسب الادوات الادويه. The people who work on marketing automation, healthcare, we're going to see some here. But in there are so many applications from hundreds of AI applications built from scratch without a single line of code. And that's the keyword, not a single line of code, which means no 100% من الشعب. Anyone who's digitally enabled can now build any app based on what they want. Cost for design, صفر. Cost for development, صفر. Which means you can just think of it and then apply yourself a bit and then you can create it, which is extraordinary. We're going to pass over to the first application. So we're going to go in, هفتح Zoom with Marwa and Saida. Everyone in the live stream. So we have hundreds of people dialed in on live stream who have graduated from the class. That's who was invited. We have Marwa, Amina, and Saida. Okay. We're going to start with, I'm going to share my screen. And for everyone who's live streaming, we'll start with you, Marwa. Marwa, can you say something? First time we tried to do this.
Hello, everyone.
Nice.
Hello, everyone. كيفكم?
Okay. Hi, Marwa.
Hi, Roy. Hello, everyone.
Are you in a place where your camera can be turned on?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem.
Yeah.
Can you give a quick intro of what you've built? What was the problem that you're trying to solve? And then we'll dive into your application.
So let me introduce myself first. So I'll tell you why I created this app. So hello, everyone. My name is Marwa Sadiye. I'm a UX UI designer. So basically, when I started applying for jobs, I noticed something interesting. A resume doesn't always show how capable someone truly is. So especially when you're still growing your career. Sometimes you feel like you're doing a great job, but you don't really know how the recruiter actually sees your resume. I mean, we've all been there. So I wanted to build something that could show that clearly, not just if someone is good enough or not, but what they're strong at and what they can improve to grow into the role they want. That's why I created this AI-powered candidate evaluation app. That's the app I created to help basically candidates, including myself, understand how companies sees their resume and what they can do to become a better fit.
Super.
Yeah.
Just a raise of hand and a question. Who here could benefit from an application where you put your job, you put your resume, and then it tells you what you can improve. Marwa, I don't know if you can see. Can you see everyone's hands up?
No, I can see only you.
Keyword is everyone.
Oh, amazing. Yay.
Let's go.
Yeah. I thought everyone has been there. يعني I'm not the only person اللي مقدمة على أشغال وما بتعرف if it's gonna work or not. So that's great. So should I start talking about the app?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
Yeah. Okay. So
I'll repeat it for you, Heike. You have 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah. So here's how it works. First, first I entered the job description, and if I don't have one, the app can generate it automatically. Then I upload my resume and click evaluate. So basically, the app sends these inputs to Grock AI. Yeah.
Sorry, Marwa. I was just showing where the generate job description is.
Yeah. أنا لأنه ما بدي أشوف مزبوط وين صار الفيديو now. So
الفيديو بعده على أوله. Now we're looking.
Etc. I have, it also gives areas for improvement like presentation skills, gaining more leadership experience, etc. Is that all clear? You can see all that?
Hey. Yeah.
So basically that's what this app does. Is it on the Grock AI yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically hello?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah,
we're
sorry.
seeing all your
So
agents.
basically, sorry, yeah. So here's the brain, the AI brain behind it. The app uses multiple agents in Grock AI. You can see a job description analyzer and a resume parser, extract the structured data. And we have the 3 agents. We have the evaluate hard skills, soft skills, and growth potential. So basically all of that finally everything is sent to report generator, which creates the JSON results displayed in the lovable. All the results you see in the lovable, the main brain behind it is Grock AI. Like I created everything through that.
I'll give a bit more.
So basically, this app helps candidates understand how companies see them and helps them grow in the right direction.
I'll give a bit more context. Grock AI, for anyone who doesn't know, it's an agentic AI workflow builder. It's new in the market. It's not as developed as anything. And it still has a lot of bugs and it's slow and everything, but it's the cutting edge right now. So
it's an awesome technology.
So we've all learned.
Yeah. ولا بحياتي كنت فكر أنا at some point I can build something like that, to be honest. I could never imagine myself could build something like that. I don't have a background in coding or anything, but with the workshop, now I know I could do things like, this is awesome. Like, I'm very proud of what I did.
Elf Mabruk. Yeah. And later today, we're going to raffle a MacBook Air to one of the job seekers who graduated and built an app just to, shajak for the next steps of your growth. So basically, Lovable has done the front end. Marwa's communicated to it to tell it what to do. But all of this valuable info, like evaluation results and what to do with your hard skills, soft skills, areas of improvements, how to improve yourself and how to improve your resume, it all comes from that brain in the back under Grock AI, where 5 agents, in this case, they're using ChatGPT. One is, taking the info of the job, info of the candidate, analyzing the soft skills, the hard skills, and so on and so forth, potential improvements, and then one that summarizes all the output of everything and then throws it back up to Lovable, not a line of code written. Super cool, Marwa. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys.
Our next presenter is here with us in person. Hussein, over to you. By the way, this is not a big professional production, and it's done on purpose. It's because we're experimenting with the edge of what AI can do. We were given a small mandate of graduating people taking a course. We've 6x those numbers. We're trying to see how far Saudi Arabia, we can have fun in Saudi Arabia and build, upgrade the skills of the population. And so we've never done this before. I guess it's new for all of us. So that's where it's more of a collaborative thing for us all to do together when we then go home, see how we can all collaborate and build things together. And it's okay to be new and try new things because it's a tolerant, kind, fun country and that loves tech. So why not? Over to you, Hussein.
Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Good evening for everyone. It's my pleasure to be here with you. Also, I got the invitation with the limit time that I couldn't do my best, unfortunately. But this is what I got to do with the project I have here. It's a small chatbot that I can do with it, with the limitations I have. So I made a chatbot, which is you can give you a customer requests. For example, if someone has a website who sells some products or a technical website who has assistance, he need to have some time until he can go back to the website again and he see the requests for the clients or customers he has. For example, I did a chatbot for a computer website for this company that he can sell printers or computers or cameras or anything in the computer field. So once someone has an issue, he can use the chatbot. This chatbot has been built with the innate, and then he can start a chat with the innate. As you see here, it's AI agents. I built it with the Gemini. I give him the prompts, as you can see here, and then he can take the information from the customer, then he can send it to me to the Google Sheets until I get the updated Google Sheets. Then I can make a communication with the client or customer for what kind of issue he has, as you can see here. Then unfortunately, I didn't do the backend with the Raffle. It's only tests that I can make. An example for you. Sorry if I didn't take it in the. As you can see, the Google Sheets. This is my webbook. I built it with the chatbots. As you can see, this is the information of the chatbots. I built it with only text. Then it will be started now to make a chat with the Gemini. I inserted inside the agents. This is my notebook. And then I can start now. As you can see, this is the icon it's shown on the website. You can type anything related with the issue you have. Directly, the Gemini responded to the customer. What kind of issue or how can I help you? As you can see, the Gemini responded to the customer for the information he wants. And I apologize, I didn't type a random number. Maybe it's for someone here. So I apologize for this. So until he finished the chat, he can close the chat. And my Google Sheet, it will be updated with the info. Then I can communicate with the customer. And that's it, as you can see.
How many lines of code did you write?
0 lines. Only the webhook. I copied from the NITN and I posted it in this website.
One thing that's really cool is that we have members from Grock in the house. where we're going to be talking about basically taking that to the next level. And so that's coming up soon. But it's just ways where when you apply to a job, you have an idea that you can start to execute on it, and you can just build this into so many things. خلاص بيفتح العالم. So many things open up. What is it that you want to do after with this, potentially?
Actually, it was in my mind a big idea, not like this one. It will cost a lot of requirements. For example, the PC I want for my idea or project that I can provide for a company, it's cost maybe more than 2,000 riyal. Bigger RAM with bigger CPU. That's it's like LLM built. Then it will be interact with the chapters for the infos related with that company. So it's like Gemini or ChatGPT or something like that. I tried my best to use Python, to use Xcode, to use Visual Basic with Python, some integrations, but give me a dead end based on my limitations they have.
Next up, let's see who we have. Amina. Amina, are you with us?
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you,
كيف
Amina?
حالكم؟ إن شاء الله كلكم بخير.
كثير منيح.
الحمد لله كله تمام.
Over to you. The floor is over to you. إذا بدك تعطينا مثلا a quick overview of what you've created, وبعدين we'll go into your app.
أكيد. أول شيء مرحبا للجميع، أنا اسمي آمنة من لبنان، أنا كونتنت كرييتر ويب كونتنت ديفلوبر. تقريبا الابلكيشن تبعي بشكل عام هو للصيدليات الموجوده بلبنان. تخيلوا معي سيناريو حقيقي موجود بلبنان اللي هو مواطن لبناني بيروح على الصيدليه وما بيلاقي الدواء اللي بده اياه لانه مقطوع، بيضطر يبدل الدواء بشيء مثله او بسعر مختلف بكل مره بيشتري فيها. فهيدا التحدي اللي نحن نواجهه كل يوم خلى عندي دافع اني اتعمق اكثر بعالم الذكاء الاصطناعي لعلي.
Going live. There we go. Now we're live again. Yeah. Let me check with Sandra if she can. We're live. Yes, there we go. Hi guys, sorry for the disruption. We're still having a break. We should be wrapping up in the next 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm seeing some comments.
Is it connected to my phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So should I put it here?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, I can see you. Hello. Hi, Sandra.
You're back live.
Hi, everyone. We're back from... Hello.
Hello, we're still here.
Super, thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, now we're back for a major session. Zaha, over to you. خلينا نستغل الوقت so that you can show your presentation. على الكمبيوتر بس we are a bit لأنه في the live stream on that same computer.
the Zoom call?
إيه?
We can join the Zoom call.
Yeah, join the Zoom call. Perfect. Actually, the perfect timing لأنه بعدهم over there. I'm going to invite you to the Zoom call. Can I share it into your
Email. Oh, WhatsApp.
WhatsApp? Sent.
Small mic to get them because there's only two.
I'm going to remove the note taker. Smart move to connect on Zoom. أهلا فيك مشاري.
Can I have your mic?
Yeah, take it.
No, this one
Oh,
and
this
the
one?
other one.
Perfect.
And can you, once you have
I'm done. Okay, everyone, this is the second part of our session. I'm going to, would you rather communicate to the floor or would you rather to the... Okay. Who here, raise your hand if you know what Grock is, G-R-O-Q. Keep your hands up if you have ever used Grock. You've used it, G-R-O-Q. Okay, well, that's an audience. Okay, then I will leave it over to you.
يعطيكم العافية جميعا، شكرا لوقتكم. And I know it's the weekend والخميس و everyone wants to start the weekend. I'll try to keep this straightforward to the point to hopefully interesting and informative. اسمي زهرة الفاح. I'm a solution architect at Grock. Grock with a Q not a K, so we're not the Twitter Grock, the other Grock. لأن هذا confusion كثير يصير لنا almost on a daily basis. Like what's the difference? شركتين مختلفتين تماما بس الاسم متشابه. Spelling مختلف. We have nothing to do with each other except that we are both in the AI industry. I'll give you a quick brief. I know that most of you are like hands-on developers and you're building your own products and applications, so I don't want to speak a lot. I'll leave it to Mshari, my colleague, to take you through actual demos and the platform and how you can use it. But I'll explain just a little bit in 5 minutes maybe what Grock is and what did we do. So our founder and CEO, Jonathan Ross, he used to be an ex-Google. And if you're familiar with Google Gemini and the whole AI platform on Google is built and trained and influenced using a chip called TPU. It's a chip that Google basically created. So our CEO was an ex-Google and he's the one who created the TPU. He left Google and he started his own company, he called it Grock, and he built his own chips. سماها LPUs, Language Processing Unit. So what this chip is basically does, if you're familiar with the generative AI development life cycle, whenever an LLM is being brought up to the world, it goes through multiple cycles of development. It starts with the training, and then we take it back to take it forward to the inference. Training is when ناخذ like a machine or when you actually start training the brain. So you feed an engine a huge amount of information from all over the world, from the internet and Wikipedia and newspaper and books and all over the world, petabytes of data. And we take this data and we feed it into the LLM, so it trains and starts learning about generic information. And this is why when you go and ask like ChatGPT or any LLM of your choice, if you ask it, for example, show me, tell me like a summary of this book, it will be able to do it. If you ask it, tell me about space, it will also be able to do so, depending on the data that it's trained on. But this all happens in the training cycle, where we feed where the model is being fed this amount of information. The training usually happens on typical GPUs. If you're familiar with the GPUs from NVIDIA or the other providers, the LLM providers, they scale huge clusters to train those LLMs, and this takes years sometimes, and it takes like millions and millions of dollars of investment. But this is only on the training, and you only need to train the model a few times. Every version you train it once or twice. Actually using it, and you only want to turn on Gemini, ChatGPT, and you actually ask it a question, this is not on the training stage. This is on the inference. اللي يعتبروها كأنها runtime تبع foundation model. And this is why I said all of this to just highlight where Grock shines. Grock really shines on the inference stage. We have nothing to do with training. We're not in the business of training LLMs. We just take LLMs after they have been already trained, and then we compile them on our infrastructure and we provide them to users and companies to use. So what is the benefit? You might ask, like NVIDIA and the other chip providers are also doing the same. They have the chips, they can do inference عليها. But the advantage mainly, which I'm going to talk about now in a second, think of 2 or 3 things. The main challenge with GPUs or traditional NVIDIA, traditional AI chips, first of all, bringing them to the region is very difficult. Even if you manage to get your hands on few GPUs, you will not be able to scale. If you manage to scale, then the cost will be very high. But Grock basically tries to solve for these 3 issues: performance, availability, scalability, and cost. So we did a quick comparison, and if we have time, maybe I can show you this in live. But basically what we did is we took the same LLM, Llama 4, and we ran it on 2 different chips. NVIDIA, the typical GPUs, and Grock. And we found out that, I don't know if it's very clear, but we found out that we're able to produce 10 times number of tokens per second from Grock compared to NVIDIA. A token is, if you're not familiar with what a token is مثلا لو قلنا للشات السلام عليكم وعليكم السلام, these are considered like 5 or 6 tokens. To summarize it, to simplify it, you can consider each word a token. In reality, it's not really that simple, but think of it this way. For every word that chatbot produces is called a token, and we are able to produce 10 times faster on Grock versus NVIDIA. Why is this important? يعني ممكن تقول إنه طيب I still can do the same with the GPU, but when you actually start building, and I'm sure you guys are facing this, when you're actually building applications and agentic AI and solutions, if the response is very slow, especially if you're using multiple LLMs or a very complex cycle, then every time you introduce a latency to your pipeline, the business objective will struggle and you will not be able to provide a good user experience. فالسرعة مرة مهمة. Latency is very important and speed is very important. In addition to that, next slide please, is cost. So if we want to compare how much a token costs you on Grock, chatbots or there's like conversational agent or any basically music requires LLM at the back end. It's an API called Grock, which is already awesome. Right now, it's only
ممكن الآن الموضوع استعمال وسط نستخدمه كونسول نوضح الدوكيومنتيشن بتاعه نختار موديل وممكن تستعمل البرامج او يعني ممكن نشوف مجموعة ديموز في الكونسول. على سبيل المثال هذا أحد الديموز كيف ممكن نستعمل ال AI agents اللي أقدر أتكلم عن بياناتي عندي بلغة طبيعية. ممكن أسأل سؤال يعني for example what are the total sales for last quarter؟ لو كان الموديل ياخذ سؤال يتأكد وش الستبس اللي داخلها ممكن يسوي اللوب اللي يستعمل الايجنت اللي ياخذ يسوي ثينكينج ريزنينج اللي ياخذ اكشن حسب سؤال اليوزر. ممكن نسال احد الاسئله اللي هو what are the courses او شلون تتوقع progress ولا لانه ممكن نستعمل كل ايجنت AI ابلكيشن ياخذ سؤال يحوله الى سكيما او كويري يسوي له اكسكيوت والايجنت AI ممكن يسترجع السؤال يتاكد هل انا بهذه الاجابه يعني I satisfied user question or not. يعني ممكن يرجع يسوي نفس لوب الايجنت له thinking او بعد reasoning يعني ممكن يسوي الاكسكيوشن. من الاشياء المميزه في الايجنتيك اي اي في النظام ممكن اسال سؤال خارج السياق يعني ممكن هو بس فهنا نستعمل الاي اي ايجنتس والكلاود ايجنت هو يتاكد من عندي المعلومات اذا انا اخذت ولا لا فلن يرجع السؤال ان اذا ما كان عندي بيانات الايجنت يرد ان لا انا اعتذر منك اقدر كانسل كويشن اذا كان عندي بيانات مرجعه هذا احد الابلكيشنز اللي استخدمناها ممكن نروح للابلكيشن الثاني اللي هو ساوند كأنك توصل بيانات السوق السعودي عن طريق ايجنت اي كان نستعمل فانكشن كول توصل نستفيدها الى البوست. يكون عندي اشياء شاشه نفس عن اي شركه من الشركات اللي موجوده او المراكب مطروحه في شاشه. فممكن ايضا نشوف مع فانكشن كول بالجاي يوصل لايف داتا بين السؤال اسمه مثلا what's the stock price فهنا نستعمل فانكشن كول بحيث انه ياخذ كلمه اس تي سي يزود من الفانكشنز الموجوده ولا الفانكشنز الموجوده اي من الفانكشنز ممكن ياخذ او اللي يسترجع البيانات عن طريق الاي الموجود. مثل المشاكل الموجوده حاليا هو قله الاي بروفايدرز الكلاس ماركت ولكن وقت الابلكيشن موجود اثنين او ثلاثه ولكن باذن الله مع الوقت عن disability applications باذن الله افضل. لو نروح للكونسلتنت في سؤال بالنسبه للابلكيشنز سؤال جميل هذا من الاشياء طلعتها زخرفه ممكن ايضا زخرفه على الابلكيشنز.
النظر في البدايه قلنا ان Grock provides options. So these choices when I include the custom units, these choices have been specifically custom designed for fast inference. عشان كده احنا ركزنا على موضوع الانفاس بدون training لان هذه just they do a single job which is execute parallel multiple يعني requests at the same time in a very fast manner. فاحنا internally we scale our LPUs to run these models and we are able to produce 10 times tokens per second as compared to the traditional infrastructure. They immediately actually put business in speed. لما تدخلون الحين ان شاء الله يكون صار لكم شاري. Once you hit any prompt, once the system any prompt in any generated question, you will immediately see a response. يعني قبل أن تطلع تفتح تلقى response already جاهز. While the other providers يعني because they use different hardware, they're not able to match. With the catch, إنها again هي chip. يعني مو زي the GPU is like one chip that does many things. It does graphical processing, it does visual rendering, it does training, inference and other stuff. The LPUs هي فقط for inference. So did you really I want to train a new model عليها I will tell you not cannot do that. But probably that's the catch. I mean. Okay, so the good thing about Grock is we have something called zero data retention architecture. معناتها إني أنا أعطي compliance إذا أنتم مثلاً تشتغلوا في financial banking or sensitive data. One of the main concerns اللي يتساءلوا عنها what do you do with my data? Do you store it and do you use it for any purpose? إحنا أصلاً the set doesn't have any persistent memory. It only has something called SRAM اللي هي الرام اللي جوا الشيب. Which basically holds the conversation with the context clue على حسب الإعلان. لكن does it مثلا store prompts and conversations تبعنا؟ لا absolutely لا. مجرد once you refresh the chat, the whole conversation at least from our side is vanished. أنت إذا you want to log it inside the database or your own SIM solution or whatever, you can do so. But actually from our side, it doesn't store persistently any information. But that also helps with the compliance. Sensitivity of data اللي عندك مثلا connected transaction or affected transaction shouldn't be used in any other we do for we are much more 25% more efficient than GPUs. It's portable in which sense? Listen, يعني احنا اليوم الموديل اللي عندنا يا على الاكونت او for large customers we bring it to them on them and then they store it in the for all the load balances, what management we have another all of this, the process all happens within the program. Actually, our data center is by the way that that's something we have to do. That's what we push it now. We always all this is it's a very good question. Just to give an example, yes, it's the one custom one. It's fine tuned, not new. It's not like all open source like the other. Both I would say making the innovation somewhere outside of the GPU cluster. Once they finish training, they have multiple versions of them. Some of the data and they compile this at all of the information. You're actually accessing more. And you can actually, in a nutshell, you can use it as an element or if you have a trade custom model, you can bring it to the let's say على هذه الكيس we would download it and then we would compile it. But it would be actually this model اللي هو bigger on one LLM هو صح يكون to the cost ما نيجي شيء أي بس يكون to the cost. If you're able to pay for it then that's a little walk through our console.
concept and provides for a playground and play on dashboard promotion user friendly standard response or even documentation standard documentation or APIs so examines application and today before you can do the standard then so we can cycle so on so so standard so we case عشان تبدا تستعمل AI standard work in general الخطوه الاولى مثلا لايك فهي وصلت انه ممكن Move to the second features that we will take. We can start models. So عندنا 18 plus model. ممكن هنا على سبيل المثال احنا عندنا process then we can add this game systems planning what we can forward on this user message basically have a similar conversation with the general page that we one may create on the side here to see ممكن تكون ايضا فمنتج البرايمز على يمكن تسوي ادجستمنت من عندك وكان الاقل ممكن يكون تمبريتشر وعدد ممكن يكون ممكن يصير هو ما يصير كيف تكون في أكثر من موديل نستعمل سواء في الموديل أو تطبيقات معينة نسوي أوصية إكستراكشن ممكن يكون جزئية من الأبلكيشن عندك وفي سبيش تكست سبيش عندك سبيش بايبلاين ممكن نستعمل الفويس كول يوز كيسز يعني عندنا comprehensive documentation ممكن نتابع دائما نقول we are open AI compatible بس مثال عندك application يستعمل open AI ممكن تكمل استعمال open AI SDK ولكن تغيير يكون على جزئية يعني لو وصفنا إذا صح IT تستخدم ال AI في الفرق وأيضا البيس والapplication code عندك بيكمل على الأول. الجزئية الثانية أو الجزئية الأخرى من الدوكيومنتيشن ممكن نكون عليها نستخدمها جزئية ال وهي الفانكشن كواليتي والإنسي. الفانكشن كواليتي ممكن تستعمل فعل موديل كإلا عقل موديل instructions فإذا ما يعطيك مجموعة functions عشان مثال الفانكشن دي فسوي باس باسم الشركة للموديل. هذه عندي نظام الابلكيشن او من التكنولوجيز. جزئيه الام سي بي ممكن انالوجي هذا الام سي بي او اليو اس بي نود بيس ممكن عندي ستارت اب بروتوكول للنود بيس للموديل ممكن اطبق على الجوجل درايف جوجل ورك سبيس وش مع اليوم ممكن نتكلم مع مجال في تواصل مع جوجل ورك سبيس البيانات ويعطيني رد حسب السؤال في الموضوع نفسه. هنا الانتجريشن تولز لان ممكن تستعمل ورك مابينج نمبرز كثير ممكن زي اللاين ممكن ايضا انيتن موجود دوكيومنتيشن انيتن في موقعنا انيتن انتجريشن ورك موديل ممكن على وسيله ممكن تستعمل ورك عن طريق او استعمال انيتن. فممكن ممكن يسمع على الكونسول او ممكن يسوي على الكونسول يسمع ولا مطلع الوقت.
في حالة not really or not you have to contact us and the compiler تبعنا is our proprietary it's something available for anyone to use it. بس you contact us if we decide we sell the model and we model based on the and then we can agree. And I know نحن we're short on time بس إذا عندكم questions maybe you can take it to the side. Yeah. احنا بنقول يعني كبكت مثلا what we do we can offer you embedding models تبع الراك بس الفاكتور ستور نفسه مو موجود عندنا احيانا we don't have consistent database فمثلا بدك تروح على جوجل كلاود ولا اي كلاود يعني فاكتور ستور تقدر تشوف على embedding models اللي عندنا نحن out of time and I'm already أخذ الوقت اللي نسجل القاعدة بس كده questions you can
It's not, wow. We've gone from applications to going deep into Grock. We're going to be using Grock as Kanz in order to speed up the latency and across the 12 agents that we have that all work together, whose goal is to go from the voice note that I want to hire someone to I'm meeting someone and going through every single step of the process. Sometimes it can be time to Grock. We have 3 more apps that we want to launch, showcase. I'm going to share my screen one more time. First up is Khalid, who's with us, Khalid Mahdi. Solution. We run it after preparing with work. It's talking about a problem that maybe all of us facing every day. We are talking about meetings. Sometimes we miss some parts, action points, we don't remember. So we produce this application to collect all these meetings in one place to generate action points for you, minutes of meetings, and send it to attendees with multiple languages to help us in daily work. So, okay, this is the application from the beginning. We can register for sure. From here, from the dashboard, you can start seeing the benefits from this application. It will tell you your how many meetings you already attended. From the dashboard, you can see here how many meetings you already attended. Okay, the action points generated, team members, recording, processing time, all that. Now, we'll talk about, let's say you already attended. We'll see now how we can adjust. It's already integrated with Teams, Zoom, Google Meet. You just need to put the URL. Here is communicating with AI. Collect that the records, meeting transfer, whatever, in chat, channels, whatever, and it will generate your meeting summary. It will show you the attendees, and it will give you in the end the action points. And you can download all of these. The text file. Actually, this solution comes after my job as right now I'm a manager on the net. But there's a lot of things that come every day, and with the discussion happening during the meeting sometimes you have to do the meeting, sometimes you cannot attend it at all, so you delegate it to someone. And after that, you need to come back and collect this information. You have to make another meeting with the delegated person,
sometimes you need to watch the meeting again from the beginning to collect this information. So here we are getting to collect all this information in one place. This is the meeting analysis. And we are planning, inshallah, we can do your teams. How many meetings they attend, not only you, paying for your members, police, and we can have overview of everything that's happening. Thank you. How many lines of code did you have? 0. We start with NA10 actually. We built a small workflow. It was just to take the transcript and generate it. We enhance it, we make it bigger and bigger. We integrate it with more applications. I start learning about APIs, infrastructure, so I can. We learn about AI. The good thing here in the solution, after we built the whole flow, we try to find the best AI work with us. And especially that we are in Saudi Arabia, we cannot use public AI. So we focus on using an internal AI, which is here it comes from. So we integrate our workflow with the Grock to get these results.
Nice. Thank you, Khaled.
Thank you.
Our next presenter is, okay, so Rihab, I don't know if she's dialed in with us, but her application was so powerful that I really wanted us to see it. And she recorded her voice. So here we go. Here. Did I close the YouTube? No, about it. Hello, we'll check the live stream. Back to the presentation, because that's where we are. Okay. Any questions? So Rihab built this in 3 weeks during the course. She had never programmed before. And this answer is very quickly, from a practical standpoint, if you work at a corporation, how can you make your job more optimized and you can save time? In marketing, how many times do you have to put the content calendar, take the content and then shape it for X or LinkedIn a bit longer or Instagram picture? This allows you to multi-post it in all the different places and see the statistics. She can take it to the next level when we're talking about, using AI to say, and create a blog post and use AI to research the content and extend it. Use image generators in order to produce things for TikTok and video generators for TikTok as well. So there's so much here that one person can become a marketing agency. Next person is Sayida. Sayida, I believe you're with us.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Over to you. What have you, just a bit about you and then what you built and what problems you're here to solve.
Hi guys, my name is Sayida Hajra and I have built a full stack AI application under this course Agentic AI. Over to the presentation. I will continue.
Yep. Over to you.
Sultan AI, it is an AI-powered medical report analysis and prioritization system that I've designed for the healthcare system in Qatar. So there's often a delay between receiving medical reports and consulting doctors, which can turn manageable illnesses into life-threatening emergencies. Coming from a personal experience, I have faced a loss of a close relative due to the delayed analysis of the medical report. This inspired me to make a system called Sultan AI. It acts as a medical triage assistant, analyzes the uploaded reports, identifying the high-risk patients. So the tools that I've used for this is Lovable and end-to-end workflow automation, Google Gemini for AI analysis, to store the patient details, Google Sheets, to send urgent and non-urgent emails to both the patient and doctor, Gmail, and to schedule the nearest appointment with the doctor using Google Calendar. So this is my entire end-to-end workflow automation. As you can see, this is the webhook node, which will receive the medical report text. It will analyze the data and send the message to the Gemini AI, which will calculate the prognosis as well as the urgency score, and then categorizes into high risk and moderate risk. If it is not a moderate risk, it will send a non-urgent email to the patient and log them to the database. If it is a high risk, it will create an urgent appointment with the doctor and send an urgent email to both the doctor as well as the patient and log the patient to the priority queue. So let's test this out. So this is my Sultan AI patient-facing interface where they can include their details like pre-existing health complications, diet and lifestyle, and include the medical report text. In production, this will accept PDF files, but for this demo, we will use, we'll copy paste a medical report text. Soon after the patient uploads the report here, they can click the button Analyze Report and see the results on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side. So as you can see, I've pasted a chest CT report of a patient. Now let's click the Analyze Report button. Soon after that, the webhook node from the end will catch this and analyze the data, as we can see here in real time. So this case has been flagged as high priority, high risk. So the patient will receive an email stating urgent medical review scheduled for Omar Khalid. And it will highlight that it is a high risk and also will suggest to seek medical attention, consultation with the doctor within the next 24 to 48 hours and not to delay seeking medical attention. At the same time, the doctor will also receive an email stating Sultan AI has flagged a critical case requiring urgent medical attention. It will also log the patient detail into the database according to the priority level, such as high, moderate, and low. So to conclude, Sultan AI demonstrates how AI can improve healthcare delivery by reducing wait times for critical cases, optimizing doctor schedules, improving patient outcomes, and scaling healthcare infrastructure. Thank you all.
Any questions for Sayida? Yeah.
What's good about it is just a solution itself. Yeah, first of all, it's very fantastic. It's have a very good cause, and it's not just about solving a problem, but it has a lot of business use cases, and it will really improve multiple, let's say, aspects of efficiency, cutting the longer queues, and also it's a kind of social responsibility very high because it will help to have a trigger to early detect and provide support quickly. It's very interesting from multiple aspects, business and social.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, Sayida, thank you so much. Maybe last question, quick question for you. What did you study in school, and how did you come about, like, what you learned in the class at the AI course, the nodes that we did together? There was like 8 nodes. Here you have like 50, 60 nodes.
Yes, yes.
So what happened
I just went
between
ahead
this
with
and
it.
that?
Honestly, I just got carried along. I love this course. I loved it so much. I never knew that I would be vibe coding and building a full stack AI application. I am a complete beginner, by the way. So I just got carried along with my own idea, and I really wanted to solve this issue. So yeah, there it is.
Cool. Thank you, Sayeda. Thanks for
Thank
joining
you
in
all.
from Qatar. Bye. Everybody online, these are some of the cool things that we can do. Many of your applications are probably even as cool and stronger, and many of you are still building. Just wanted to share with you that everybody here in Riyadh is rooting for you and is quite impressed by all 6 apps. So one person's success is everybody's success, and the chat room encouragements that we're giving each other is really well appreciated. Okay, moving on. We are lucky to have Sultan Gani with us today. We're going to have a fireside chat. Sultan leads information technologies, the Chief Information and Technology Officer at MCAN. And we're going to do just a quick fireside chat to talk about technology, but also about the skills that are needed, the human skills that take us from building things to actually running things at scale. Pleasure to have you.
السلام عليكم جميعا. حياكم الله.
I don't think. This one? Works? Check is already It's working? Okay, so Sultan, because I don't know you as deeply as I wanted to, I would love for you to just share a little bit about some of the work that you do, the departments you're running. What does your current role include and encompass today?
طيب حياكم الله جميعا. Welcome everyone, and just I saw the previous mashallah work from the team, starting from Grock team, Zahra Mshari, mashallah, as well as Khalid Mahdi. Start my team, he's one of the best in Kanz, mashallah, tabarakallah, and I'm happy to see this. Also the team, they show, mashallah, very good use cases. So Sultan Gani, simply CTO of MCAN, and managing the team to drive them to make the best out of the best when it comes to technology. Yeah, technology, it's evolving, business evolving as well, very fast, and we are always keen on adapting the new technology. So AI is one of those main pillars that we have in MCAN. I don't like to talk about myself more, but we would love to have the side talk there in technology and AI and focus with the team, with mashallah people here who has, I'm sure, knowledge more than me, at least, focus on AI, mashallah.
So we have, and please correct me, I'm hoping that this live stream is still going on. If not, maybe we should just double check. We have hundreds, 500-600 people dialed in, learners who are interested in understanding how do you grow at a corporation, and you've done that. And at some point, you were an entry-level person. And what happened between back then and now? What is the main skill that you learned? And how did you develop that so quickly?
So it has so many aspects when it comes to your skills and upskilling your growth and focus on multiple areas when it comes to communication, especially with IT people. So I think the main focus always just do 100% of your work to your work. Second, don't wait for credit. Believe me, guys, if you wait for credit or try to find the credit, you will always lose. Just do the work, credits will come to you. So sooner or later. Third and fourth, these two things that I always share with my team. It is the main things to deal with people, and it is the main thing to deal with trust. The two things that it is important, transparency and honesty. With these two things, you can have a solid team. You can grow very fast.
Absolutely. You had mentioned something about knowledge, about acquiring knowledge at a fast pace, on top of transparency and honesty and being able to say, okay, I messed up. How did you acquire that knowledge in order to be able to be given more and more responsibilities? How did that happen?
Always jump out of your comfort zone. Learn, make mistakes, try as much as you can. Because without trying, it is theory. And still, it will be a theory. Just to try to make mistakes and keep these values with you. Because living with a value, working with values, will give you a credit. So when you have a mistake, just tell people, I made a mistake. Maybe I'm one of the most people that make mistakes and major mistakes in my career. But I have never hide from my mistakes and always transparent with my managers. And I believe this is the key because in my position now, I'm looking for people who are transparent and honest, not for people who are not making mistakes.
And if you go down the path at MCAN, you mentioned something along the lines of when people come in, you want them to start in what department and why?
So, and alhamdulillah, we implemented something new in MCAN. It is because I think needs give us this chance to start a program, which is an official program, where we have training starting from help desk. And I call help desk now in MCAN, it's Innovation Hub. It is Talent Hub where we started from help desk, and from help desk then we are feeding the other departments who needs more people in their departments in IT. Why that approach came in? We were shortage at help desk first. So we had a great team. They, in 2 months, they stabilized the environment, they stabilized the help desk itself. So we have time, we have people. So, alhamdulillah, we were able to move them to other departments. Then this approach was succeeded. So, alhamdulillah, we confirmed that approach and we call it Innovation Hub, Talent Hub, where the people, they are coming, starting from help desk, they gain confidence where we are doing their work on a daily basis, repeating their work. So I think if you have something that you do, if you do it daily, you will gain a confidence. When you have the confidence, so you can nail it. I mean, whenever they go for application support, system administration, even like DevOps, which is a new concept in the market, they nailed it. And we have almost now 20 trainees started from help desk, and they are employee in MCAN, or they are senior talented in the market, and we can name them, and most of them coming from Khalid team, mashallah.
One question about the future of tech, and for all the graduates, the 500 plus who are dialed in with us, not just graduates, they're across all fields, and we saw some of them. What advice would you have for them? Maybe come in off the cuff, yani it doesn't have to be the most important thing, but something that you kind of feel that this might work for the future generation. How can they stand out? Maybe in the age of where AI is at the cusp of things, you cover innovation, you cover technology, but you get so many applicants in this world for very few positions. How can I, as someone who is trying to stand out, where my resume is my resume, how can I stand out?
So these days, I think and believe in communication skills is one of the things that you should focus on, soft skills. But if you cannot do, at least the reputation that you have it in your place. So the first impression, and I always do, anyone come to me for the first time, I have to say. So I have built that reputation where the first impression, I'm helping people. So the complaint on me, if I'm not doing the work, it is less, because the first impression always good. So try to make an impact where the first impression for you is good. Also, be patient. I think the best in life and work to be patient. Don't look for the credit. And I'm always telling people, be enabler. Why you are not giving the credit instead of taking the credit? Because we are always thinking of taking the credit. We are taking it from someone, or someone giving us the credit, while we are not thinking of we need to be who are giving the credit. So always think different from others, because people think in a way you have to do 1, 2, 3 to reach. Believe me, in my career life, I think I'm not doing these things. Focus on my work, what I should do, be patient, your time will come. Your time to shine will come despite everyone now telling you you cannot. I remember when I was back in Araji and I was managing like 10 people. And my friend told me, if you are managing like this, you will never be. You will never grow, you will never. I told him, like, without any hesitation, I'll be a CIO with my style. And I carry on my style with me. In 1 year, I promoted to be a CIO. If you say, you ask me, how? I don't know. It is luck, tawfiq. I cannot say I have done 1, 2, 3 to be a CIO. Even in my early stages at work, which is the first like 7 years, I was always looking for a position where I have enterprise architect, or I don't want to manage people. When I have the chance, and when you have the chance, just open up and take it, you will get it.
These are the questions that we had, but I wanted to bring it up to everyone. If you have any questions, pointed questions, tough questions, easy questions, feel free to open them up. I know Grock, you've worked together, you're working together. You are working together.
We are working together, and we are using in it.
Exactly.
Yes, with the Grock.
Allow some of your colleagues and employees to be able to use N8N. One of them is one of our, training and volunteering and support. So there's a level of innovation beyond just big investments, but actually vibrancy that I feel when I think about you guys and your teams, because all the technologies that we talked and saw today, you're at the heart of it, but you just met. So, Keith,
I think why people here? Because they want to learn, right? Nothing less than having a work where you have a real life. So this is my view of it. So they have the lab and the work, so they can do whatever they want, as long as they give it to the work. I mean, this is giving back, where we automate or fix problem, and always think of how to fix, not what is the issue.
Thank you. Any questions for Sultan? Over to you.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm a bit of an outsider, ما لي دخل في AI whatsoever. But I was actually so surprised إنه الأنسرز حقتك very refreshing. كلها soft skills and كلها life lessons. So I would like to know أكثر about incidents ممكن نتعلم منها. ممكن لها علاقة في AI في عملك، بس also فيها that kind of life lessons وأنت تقول إنه give credit and be patient and focus on your work وحيجي. And maybe more of examples of this hub that you created on the path. But that's my question.
And maybe Nuri, if you could say a bit about what you're doing.
So I'm a PhD student مع الدكتوراه في King's College London، والبحث حقي عن حياة المرأة السعودية كيف تغيرت من جيل إلى آخر. وحاليا أنا في المرحلة الرابعة أو في السنة الرابعة من دراستي. بس الحين والباك جراوند حقي له علاقة بسياسات عامة وعلم السلوك. فاليوم كان يعني عرض ال Agentic AIs that was the source of inspiration for me إنه كيف ممكن أستخدمه لدعم السياسات العامة في السعودية. شكرا.
يعطيك العافية ما شاء الله تبارك الله الله يوفقك. طيب يمكن ما نجهز لأي انسيدنت صارت، بس اذا التيم موجود يتذكر اي انسيدنت يذكرنا فيها. لكن dealing with في العمل عندنا dealing with other departments, giving the credit, it's must. We are not looking for credit as an IT. We are in. This is agreed with the team. There is no credit for IT. Credit goes for business. Second, for example, one of the main activity that we had for AI in 8M, we are using in 8M, and if you ask the business now in MCAN about in 8M, they do know about it. They know that we have solved their issues. We enhanced their KPIs. We closed some observations with them. So we have a KPI where SAMA, they are the central bank, they have like tough deadline, which is 5 days SLA. So we have implemented in ATM. We automate all these processes or issues fixed, and we have closed like in 3 weeks, maybe more than 1,000 tickets. And beyond me, like my manager doesn't know about it yet. So we are just enhancing the environment, making this easier for the business and impacting them in a good way. And the examples, I think it is more we have, we build a culture more than build technology. So technology, believe me, everyone will build it, and AI coming to build it. But when you have a team where you holding each other, helping each other, it is the most important thing to do. And a small story where we have something unique with Grock and GitLab. We started the idea, I remember Saturday, 29th of July. The idea, we need to have AI assistants for our code, where the developer typing their code and merging their requests. In 11 days, which is 10th of August, we are 29th of June, 10th of July, we are live with Grock, with GitLab, with MCAN. Huge amount of work have been done, but the culture that we have, we bring everyone on the table. We discuss with Grock, with GitLab, everyone works together, and in 11 days we were live. It's not test, it is live. So having such experience like this taught me that everything that you need to do, just have 2 weeks. If it is not live, you have an issue. Revise your plan. Yeah, of course.
أول شيء أنا had the pleasure to work with عبد الله يعني he's a true يعني exceptional leader صراحة. When we talk about يعني a true executor, he's one of the few I think in the market فما شاء الله عليك. يمكن سؤالي mainly on the job hunting and the job market for the fresh grads especially لأن اليوم especially في عالم الIT مرة صاير الوضع competitive. I'm finding like my younger brothers and like the new colleagues of fresh generation. Some of them are getting discouraged لأن يحسون إن الماركت صاير مرة competitive و AI is taking over. قبل يومين كنا نحكي في هذا الموضوع will AI replace some of our jobs. Just wanted to get your thoughts on this. How do we encourage the younger generation إن لا بالعكس you still have value, you can still do so much more with even with the help of AI.
Yeah, Zahra, it was my pleasure. Always pleasure working with you صراحة and the Grock team. To answer your question, from my opinion, I think AI will accelerate the innovation, will accelerate the ideas. So nothing will be replaced. I mean, people will not be replaced, but the ideas, if you think about internet, 90s where the internet, few people have access and the privilege for internet, and now you will see the differences, like the phones outside Cabanian. It was there, it was main service for people to call their families outside, and now it is just on your phone. It is the same for AI. It will change the lifestyle, it will change the services, but it will not replace people because you need people to build. And I think the ideas that were taking long time to be built now in weeks will be built. This is the difference. The competition will be high. Again, it will be a game of marketing, soft skills, communication, and luck is part of it. The timing, it is very important for you. The timing is important to match the client, to match the needs of society.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for the presentation and pleasure being with you guys.
And I was going to call this session "Leading from Behind," but I hadn't consulted with Sultan before. But we can all get a sense of how he's empowering everyone, bringing the technologies in, taking no credits, and staying in the background. And everyone's like, okay, we're pointing to him as someone who's lifting us. We've just a quick recap on the day. We saw 30 to 40 applications live, still running over there. We have 1,700 people who've completed the AI course, building apps. Not everyone's completed it. You should. But it's taking it to an incredible level. So 10,000 signups, 1,700 graduates. We saw 6 apps live, from pharmacy to tickets to, we saw, what else did we see? What? Chatbots. We saw, exactly. So we saw many different industries in one go. We don't have that many more demos. We have 3 more things to go. We have a demo of Kanz, because Kanz itself, as we started to build, we were building the AI engine for 2 years. But then we realized that with vibe coding, we're teaching it, might as well do it. How far can you go with this, and can it scale where you can take on 1 million job seekers on the platform? Is it going to break, and how fast can it go? So we built it using, and we're continuously deploying it. So we're going to take a quick look at that. Then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to go for the finales. A conversation with Dr. Ihab, and a laptop that we're going to raffle, and a gift that we're going to give to all the job seekers. And the best way to do this raffle is through an AI agent that we've created to do that. So first things, I'm just going to share how far, and to everyone who's dialed in, we have at least gone when it comes to chasing artificial general intelligence, which is extremely, it's impossible to do. We don't have the compute power to do this generally. But if we take the very small sliver, which is recruiting, which means we take every single task that a recruiter would need to do and let AI do it better than professionals in that field. And then if you've done it, can you hide it from the user so that they don't have to do any recruiting, so that it can just be a hiring manager that does the hiring and not a recruiter? That's a challenge. So here's what we're going to show you. I'll put this up on a stand so that we can see how that goes. It's all vibe coded, not one line of code built. Oh, no. On the front end. The back end is ours. It's all connected through APIs for security purposes. So here's the app. I'm going to share. Oh no, they can see it. Oh, okay. Everybody who's dialed in, you won't be able to see it. Let me turn my camera on this way so that you can see the screen. Okay, so here's an app. Where you can say, just like Uber, make hiring as simple as ordering an Uber. So you can say, find me financial operations manager with, let's say, years of experience, 5, let's say Saudi, in Riyadh, budget 35,000 per month. When would you like to meet them? I'm going to meet them on the 22nd at 9 a.m., confirmed. And what it does is it creates the job description. So that's one agent. It takes the prompt, creates the job description in real time, and in a professional way where it's based on objective skills and key results rather than recycle old job descriptions. Then it's another agent searches through the 1 million job seekers and surfaces the top candidates based on their skill set and within the budget that you're looking for. Once a user signs up, they can just put their information, but once they're done, then they can see their upcoming interviews. So for that role, within the next 2 days, all the candidates who apply then end up taking a skill interview, a video interview, and then you can see their resumes and the summaries of their resumes, the skill assessment that they've taken, and then any expert interview if that was done by a human. That is the one human part to validate everything. Now, when the client is going to meet the customer, so all they've done is put a voice note and said, that's when I want to meet them. They have an interview guide of what kind of questions to ask, and they can just dial into the call. If they can't dial in, then they can reschedule, or they can replace the candidate with the person ranked 4 or 5 in the ranking. All other candidates receive a gap-based analysis on what they could do better, which is another AI agent over there, to be able to give that feedback, which no other application so far gives that level of feedback. And then finally, the customer can just do their interviews, and when they run out of credit, they can just top up, purchase a pack, or subscribe. Here's a full vibe-coded application where the code sits here, the entire front-end code, and the back-end code is connected to everything via APIs in order to separate and keep things, the database layer, and where all the personal information stays in our own APIs that we have built that enable this entire application. That's it. That's what our attempt at taking all of recruiting, where we remove all of recruiting and let you recruit without recruiting, which is then opens up the door for a hiring manager to say, hey, I'm in a meeting, I want 3 project managers. That's who I want. That's when I want to meet them. That's my budget. Monday. So they're like, okay, everyone, on Monday, we're going to meet them. Thank you. Now we'll take a quick break. It's going to be a bit of a shorter break. So 18 minutes on 7:10, and then we're just going to have our close. And maybe we'll take one quick question. Is that okay? Yes.
Okay, thanks so much. Actually, I think that's a good idea. I've worked on a similar application for a governmental institute in Saudi Arabia, with them. And it was following this very similarities of how to build a job description, how to post it, how to improve it. And actually, the biggest issue that I personally and my team had in that was what type of schematics when we are going to rate and rank the favorability of those recruits, because not everyone is ATS CVs and these type of information. And the second is, did you follow a weighted ranking score or like a greenhouse card scoring? How did you do that?
So scoring, basically. And so there's many other, so in front of what we see, we try to simplify as much as we can, and then we saw roughly some of the agents that are playing. We didn't see the leadership you're happening. But then behind that layer, further at the data level, we receive CVs in multiple languages. We receive CVs in multiple format, PDF, doc, some pictures, vajadas, and then some are extremely long, some are short. So the first thing we do is we clean the candidate, the CV. There are skills ontologies that exist. There are 3 major ones. ONET in the United States, ESCO in Europe, and there's one that was just released by the Ministry of HR and Social Development under Dr. Ahmed Zahran, Deputy Minister of Skills, who was here in the prior conference that we're going to plug into. So what this allows us to do through this ontology is to understand that if someone just has in their resume project manager, then what it understands is, what does project management mean? What skills come under it? Because maybe they don't have enough information. Is it close to project management, program management? What are some of the skills that go under it in terms of time management, attention to detail, relationship with others, seeing the big picture, those kind of skills? It looks like it gets a sense of, okay, what's the size of the company, what industry is it in? And therefore, as a project manager, you probably are working on something fairly deep. Maybe not as deep as working at Apple as a project manager, where you're just working on a button. Or much deeper than something like Kanz, where it's a small team where you're touching everything. So all of that information is encompassed inside the clean resume and translated in a way where it's just metadata. Then you get into the matching part. When you start to match, there are, using that bed of knowledge, there are cognitive skills under every function. When I'm going into a bit of detail, so there are 1,016 job occupations in the United States if you use ONET that 166 million people are doing among the 330 million who are alive in that country. Those 1,016 have 117 skills, abilities of KSAOs, skills, abilities, work activities, work styles. You can rank what are the most important keys to success in that field and use AI in order to come up with interview questions based on best practices, such as what have you done in the past rather than what would you do in the future. And ask 4 questions, each one with 3 follow-ups, situational based on your past, that test these 3 skills so that we're testing you 4 times for every single skill. And then we can see the consistencies. And then there's another AI agent that's checking if you cheated or lied, and if it's consistent, your questions are consistent with what's in your resume, to give us stronger sense. And then when it's the same questions, best practice again, across all candidates, that allows you to do comparative analysis. That is, in a nutshell, how you do it. Now then, this is your inference, this is your best shot based on best practices, technically speaking, and industry standards. But then how do you know if you're doing a good job? Every recruiter is tested on 3 things. Every recruit is tested on 3 things. Anywhere in the world, I want the best person in the shortest amount of time tomorrow at the lowest possible cost. The rest is a bonus, like Saudi or diversity or whatever. But these are the main 3 things. So if in this app, on purpose, we've done it such that when do you want to meet them? On Tuesday? Fine. We took the time to hire out of the question. How much your budget? 25,000. We took cost per hire out of the equation, outside of like the fee, which is negligible in comparison. You only left the time with quality of hire. If that is your only measure, then you have an opportunity for the first time to convert the recruitment problem into an ad problem, which is what the Google has done in order to become that ad. How many articles do they need to show you until you get the long click and you click on it and you're like, in the article you found your answer? How many people do you have to meet in order to say, I'm stopping that, I'm good? So that is then the optimization algorithm of how many times you need to, how many people do you need to meet from the recommendations until you know that this is good, and then you optimize based on that. If it takes 50 or a fail in a particular industry, in a particular city, then you know you have a problem and you go back and you refine, you revise, you put an expert that you do in the middle and you fix. Once you get to like 1, 2, or 3 within the top 3, you're in the place. That's a very long answer.
Actually, it's really interesting that you took out the scoring out and focused more on something more objective. So
Drinks and food, and we'll come back in 10 minutes. And everyone, please network with everyone. It's a small room. Everyone here dialed in is what everyone's chatting anyways. Everyone's dialed in. It's a small room on purpose. Only the graduates have been invited just to make sure that everyone keeps on going and graduates. But the level of intellect and brilliance in this room is extraordinary. So feel free to meet, and we'll be back in 10, 12 minutes. Look at that. Thank you, everyone dialed in. I need to plug it in. Hey, good.
I have a charger. Oh no, we have the print.
No, I can take a USB.
USB-C.
USB-C.
Okay, I'll take it.
حبيبي
شرفنا صار سوري I have to leave this ولا شكرا لكم وما شاء الله العالم كان ممتاز جدا شكرا Actually, it's really I took the course. The assessment of the course is just for the certification because it's based on experience rather than going into that. And they work with multiple projects that require the use of AI before even being able to AI. So we use that time, everything was on site, a lot of development, and making things. It required that you have to remember before right now الحين قاعد نتكلم الحين احنا عندنا multipliers اول كنا معتمدين كثير على الكاشنج every information قاعد تتحط لازم تتكيش لازم تتاج لازم تشوف في ميتا تاج في on that spot واللود عشان نوفر بعدين لما احنا نعمل queries تتوفر different type of the way that you put out the scheme انا مستعد ان انا اعطي الشخص من البدايه احط نمبر فاليو سكور فاليو قبل ما انا اشتغل معه حتى لو كان يقول الاشياء الاساسيه هذه كانت تاكل بالديسيجن
Nice. I have to complete the slides I didn't get a chance to complete. During our break, I just have to fix a couple of slides. So sorry, it's my face that we're seeing. I need to stop sharing. Okay. How do I stop? One sec. I need to focus on this. How do I stop sharing? Oh, من هون يعني. Remove. ترجع بنحطه بعدين. عم بخاف ما بيصير شيء. مرحبا.
كيفك؟ والله great.
Thank you.
صراحة مرة I loved it. يعني حتى I was planning to leave صراحة قلت خلص السيشن I want to leave بس إني I stayed because it was very interactive.
خاي.
What do you now بعد الannouncement where the guys are done?
رح نتعشى.
لا I can't
make it for dinner.
بس I want to see who's
Johanna, because so many of them would want to meet you.
والله we can maybe do something.
لا مش أنا I know that I have access to you. I can call you دغري بس I'm thinking about many of the people here. بس ما علي. Then after you presented what you do, a lot of them have like
questions.
Which questions? Opportunities.
Yeah.
Hey, I know. In the group that I'm thinking here, they're like, شو أمريك نبغي نعمل
Can you forward my contacts?
أكيد.
I don't know if you have them like on WhatsApp.
Not a question. أكيد.
Anyway.
مين ما يحكينا عنك قول له عنك. Absolutely. Well, let's have a chat after لأنه I'm seeing latency عندي. شفت the speed of the demo. I would like كله يكون هيك. بس عم فتش مليون شخص عم بتفركش أوقات. إيه.
أنا بس والله wondering يوم أنت عندك شو عندك access على huge amounts of data based on the job applications. Did you find like any insights for pathways مثلا نقول إن I'm sure there is like a lot of job applications there are a lot of job seekers but there is a gap in the market.
بدك نعمل some analysis سوا؟
Yes يعني is it like on the skills مثلا السكيلز اللي محتاجها السيكر الجوب is not within the market يعني where is the gap? I'm sure we can find some information صراحة insights.
That's AI the hell out of it.
والله بالعكس أنا يعني I kept thinking about like how much data you guys have access to now. I'm sure there's something out of it.
It's a big number. لكي كم شخص. That's our database of people. هي مش بسعودي هي عالميا. 83,000.
هذه إيش؟
job seekers مع كل السي في وكل المعلومات. وإذا بتشوفي بالنهار يعني هولي إنه في 2,000 to 3,000 عم بيسجلوا كل يوم.
It's a free platform تبعك for
job seekers. With employers and I'm trying to do contracts وهيك to always keep it free. حتى training كله عم بعطي كله بلاش.
بس طب وين شايف أنت so far يعني مش عارف في where is the issue يعني ليش عندك هنا رقم مرة كبير وأم شور حتى ال other part كمان huge number they're not meeting. Where's the
هلا
حلقة الوصل؟
we do need to do an analysis. نحن we're 4 full-timers. We're such a small team. So ما عم نلحق يعني I'm super behind on everything that I could be doing. And we haven't gotten funding. إذا بنلاقي funding تقولي مثلا روي خذ $1 مليون $2 مليون. Analyze it. Yes, I'll get a proper data analyst to attack this, someone to do extract all the information with data اللي عنا اياه بالسيستم for workforce planning وكل شيء. كل القصص.
تتكلم عن البيزنس هنا او شيء.
ايه بس ما عم لانه I haven't found the right one. I got a $2 million term sheet بس انه it was like weird terms وهيك.
دائما تكون
كل واحد بيتفلسف.
ايه عطني راتب.
ايه وانت روح طب انا خير are you gonna run this؟ بكل صراحه. اوكي كون سي او بس انا.
لا ابغى اصير سي او ابغاك تدفع لي راتب مدري كم.
Exactly that kind of stuff. أو مثلا باخذ هالpercentage بس بدي كل هالadvisory shares معهم. Yo, no, I can't. I have a couple of other investors and for 600K and I'm not going to give different terms to different people. And you should thank me. And once I sign with you, I'm not going to be doing shady stuff with anybody else. ما بعرفهم. I would love to meet them. Would love that.
لأنه هم برضو عندهم بنود كمية الأعمال عندنا خرافية يعني في الأخير إحنا we need to employ these people. Find the right.
هلا when you see what's in the back end, the kitchen, like the AI agents I'm حاطين, I think you're gonna love it. Then anyways, I'd love to be able to see if we can work on with Grock on this one. وكمان promote Grock لأنه مثلا كان نحط Grock the next classes, the next level of course is level 2. Everybody start to use it. That's what I want to talk to you about too. So we could نحن use it and then pass it along. If that's within something we could do together.
You run these kind of events regularly?
Whenever I can get a bit of funding and a bit of breathing space نعملها. عملت واحدة بأغسطس وهلا ديسمبر.
أنت بس مركز على لا بس أنت global للبلاتفورم تبعك.
Global. بس مركز ومستقر بالسعودية. خلاص I decided focus on one city, do it well. Look at the reception, it's amazing. It's not. I'm not looking for quantity, but with the quality. أودي العشاء. هاي. شرفنا. No. Or Kanz. No, but this is a pretty good workspace that you could use.
I really appreciate for this initiative. I'm searching for like many institutes I applied, maybe I get opportunities.
Did you consider speaking to Sarah? Have you met Sarah?
Yeah.
She's our lead recruiter. You should be able to connect you. Yes, she's a person. She's the person. Yeah. No, definitely. She's with Kanz. She's a lead recruiter of Kanz. اهلا ما تمشي وين رايحين؟
خلينا نمشي.
اوكي.
tomorrow انت وين؟
wherever you want ما عندي شيء.
طيب رح نعمل ميتنج نحن الثلاثة.
اوكي.
رح نعمله عندي
خلاص.
ساعات
بدك. Whenever. I would love that. If it works for you, let's do it.
5 منيح هذا؟ 5. tomorrow at 5. خلاص.
ديل.
تشاو
محمد.
يلا سي يو حبيبي.
تشاو خالد. سلام. كيفك؟ بس تعطينا بس دقيقة لأنه لا مش قصة هيك. مش محضر للرافل. I need to just activate one product. برجع لك. Just one quick moment. أهلا ناصر. أهلا بشادي. رح نتعشى سوا إيه بس عايز شو اسمه بدي اعمل الرافل. The only thing I haven't لحقت اعمل لهلا is the raffle game. لمين حيربح اللابتوب. I haven't had time to do it. By the way بس كنت اقول لك هاي ناس اوكي لا جاري لانه اول مره لابسين exactly نفس الشيء اثنيناتكم. عم جرب شوف وين اياها الرافل لانه it would be good to معقول كنت سكرتها اذا بتلاقيها مان وينها الرافل. If I have a few minutes, could we do it maybe right after the break, if possible? Just because I am a bit behind on something that I have to show in a minute. Sorry. وين الرافل? I think I lost the raffle. Kanz Raffle Magic. لأنه قد ما خلقت apps.
أنت سويتها؟
إيه أنا سويتها. أنا عاملها.
إذا تبي شيء جاهز.
إذا if it لا بس لأنه it has to work on our data بس وين الرافل؟ My projects. I just have to turn it back on وupdate it with the 1700 المخرجين وبتضوي وبتطفي وعندك wheel of fortune وكل القصص. يلا يا رافل بيان excellent. لا بس بعطيك I can exchange information with you.
فكرتك أجنبي
أنا أجنبي.
تحكي عربي.
بحكي عربي إيه إنه أجنبي يعني عربي إنه لبناني. أنت من وين؟ كمان لبناني.
بس مواليد ألمانيا تمام.
أوكي بس تعطيني بس one moment. إيه أكيد +1 على الواتساب يعني.
+1
646 733 8000.
كيف تعرفني من لبنان؟
من اللهجة. مش الحال. اوكي it worked. اوكي خلص I'm good. راق البال. يا حي الرافل. مش
راي بلدي.
اوكي طلعت اوكي بس this is هيدا training. اوكي خلص مش الحال. ايه راي بلدي. ايه هلا we'll talk now anyways right after the event. انا ما عندي شيء.
عندي ايفنت بكراج.
تاخرت عليه. بس خلينا نحكي after هيك على رواق. انا مستقر هون انا عايش هون.
نشوفك ان شاء الله.
بعت لي مسج بس كمان على واتساب. من لبنان. لبنان كله 5 مطالب 40. قالوا على اي ناس هذا كله بيع.
بعضهم عادة كيف مساحة يشتغل لكن أنا شفت مثلا تعطيه مساحة تعطيه زي ما تقول زي الغرفة زي الخطة تعطيك مقطع يشوفه أساسا تشتغل مع شباب عشان كل الناس لا
Okay, everyone. Let's.
هل
For the final stretch of the talk, we're going to have a raffle for who wins the laptop among the 1,700 job seekers who graduated. The laptop is there. Yeah. I think we're charged enough. Thanks. Hey everyone, we're down to the final stretch. Before we have our closing keynote, we're going to raffle a laptop, and everybody, that's the thing you've all been waiting for. Hold the anticipation. Everybody ready? Okay, the best way, and actually even before we do the raffle, everybody ready? Before we do the raffle, we have a very special person who's been Kanz's backbone and the training backbone for everyone. And we wanted to give noise-canceling headphones, to our one and only instructor who stays in the background and has been teaching RAGs and prompt engineering and has been giving office hours and has been supporting so many people behind the curtains. And I'm probably not the best person to say that, so I'm going to ask impromptu Khaled if you can say something about Salam.
Salam, what we can say about Salam? Salam leaves behind all what I learned about AI and how to build this application. And Salam, what can I say? He's my mentor. He teach me to how to use many applications. One of them, Lovable, anti-gravity, Cursor, what you want, name it. So I'm very happy to know you. He's like a brother to me, and thank you very much.
And Salam is like a brother to me too. And we met thanks to the girl who just left, Sarah, who heads communications at the US Embassy. And we met at the US Embassy, the three of us, in one random day, and we've become friends. Salam, this is from all your students. And now, to ensure that there's no cheating, we built an AI app to identify who would be the winner of the raffle. It took 1 hour to do. And we're inside. Zero coding again. So we're going to upload right now all the job seekers who have taken the class and graduated. So here we have 1,700 participants. When I hit start the epic raffle, it'll start, everybody online. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. مبروك جاد عبيد. Congratulations on winning a MacBook Air 15-inch, top of the line. Jad? I don't know Jad. He took the class and completed it. Mabruk Alek. So now what we can do is we can send an email to Jad in case you're not online, so you can receive it. So hi Jad, congratulations on winning 15-inch MacBook Air on behalf of everyone present at the Agentic AI conference. We wish to offer you this 15-inch MacBook Air to build upon your journey. Inbasit. There we go. Mabruk. It's cool that we can have so much fun and still do that. And everybody has graduated, earned the 2 degrees or certificates from the University of Helsinki with the support of Google, Mina Learn, elements of AI for business. Finally, to close, I'd like to invite Dr. Ihab on stage. Dr. Ihab, we made it a point to not dive into anything 3D scripted, so to keep it something, high level. And what I would love to potentially get is maybe start with your experience, maybe a bit about your backgrounds and what it is that you run today. Then diving a bit into what you look for when you hire someone, when you partner with someone, what have you seen as success over the years? And maybe also anything that has inspired you from this conference, and if anything has piqued your interest on your outlook for life. هدفنا نعملها كلها بالعربي لأن نحن بالسعودية after all. بس نبلش بس هيك تعرف أكثر شوي عن شركات ونشاطات اللي بتعملهم.
طيب السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أنا يوز بوث العربي والإنجليزي تسمحوني. In quick thing, الحمد لله بفضل الله وتوفيقه I'm the CEO of the Saudi Entertainment and Event Management Academy. The Saudi Entertainment and Event Management Academy هي أكاديمية من كليات التميز بناخذ الشباب الخريجين الثانوية والجامعة ندربهم وندخلهم في قطاع الانترتينمنت المايس اللي هو الايفنت اكسبيشنز، اي شيء له علاقه بالايفنتس والانترتينمنت. في نفس الوقت انا جاي من الباك جراوند الاستشاري، عندي شركه في القطاع الاستشاري. انا الى قبل سنتين كنت رئيس القطاع الاستشاري في المملكه العربيه السعوديه، ولكني اعشق الايفنتس. في شيء تشتغله كامل، في شيء تعشقه. اعشق الايفنتس، ولذلك دائما انا في الايفنتات عندي شركه في تنظيم المعارض والمؤتمرات، عضو مجلس اداره في الجمعيه السعوديه للمعارض والمؤتمرات، عضو مجلس اداره في حاجه ثانيه في العمل التطوعي، وهي انا عضو مجلس اداره في جمعيه اسمها قادرون لتمكين ذوي الاعاقه. انا برضو ناخذ الناس اللي عندهم اعاقه معينه فوق 17 سنه قادرين على العمل، ندربهم ونحطهم في وظائف. What I saw today يعني هو يعني حقيقي what I saw I like انه انت حاجتين سويتوها. الحاجه الاولى انه انت اخذت الشغال اللي هو بيبحث عن وظيفه وقلت له ترى انت you're not just job seeker، انت في عندك حاجه داخليه انا حاعيد صياغتها وانزلها معك مره ثانيه، اعملها داونلود مره ثانيه، هي ثقتك في نفسك وبناء الكابابيلتي الجديده حقتك اللي يو هاف تو ديسكفر. سو هذه واحده، بحيث انه انت مو فقط تبحث عن عمل but you create your own path، وهذه جميله جدا. الامر الثاني اللي عجبني انه انا myself I discovered opportunities that we can use في البزنسز اللي انا بشتغل كونسلتنت لشركات، في نفس الوقت بشتغل في قطاع المعارض والمؤتمرات. I see lots of areas that we can use الاكسبرتيز الموجوده او البرامج او المنتجات اللي شفتها.
شكرا عظيم. انت شو شايف بركي يعني وصلت على مرحله بحياتك وين شفت كثير وبركي for the next decade، وهلا نحن صرنا كمان على the edge بين انه في AI والعالم بتغير بسرعه كثير، وانت you're at a point where you just want to do things you love and you want to give back. Probably Qadirun is a big expression of that. What would you like to see over the next 10 years? How would you like to see المملكة العربية السعودية evolve?
Well, if you need to go a little bit step back and see what the future is creating. يعني once you attend أو تحضر مؤتمرات، كل المؤتمرات الآن اللي في المملكة بتتكلم عن التكنولوجي والاي اي. ما في مؤتمر حضرنا فيه يتكلم. انت الاسبوع الماضي كان عن المايس اللي هو الميتنج انسنتيف كونفرنس اكزيبيشن، كانت فوكسنج على التكنولوجي والاي اي. اليومين دي اللي فاتت البارح واليوم كانت حتى على النون بروفيت بيتكلم كيف تيوز الاي اي والتكنولوجيز. قبلها كان عن الاستثمار، بيتكلم عن الاي اي والتكنولوجي. الاي اي والتكنولوجي الان صارت جزء من حياه كل انسان موجوده معك. يعني انت انسان عادي ما انت عادي، one of the السكيلز اللي احنا بنبحث عنها، بيقول احنا في سكيلز دائمه مع كل الناس. يمكن اخوي سلطان ذكرها، قال لك الكوميونيكيشن، صح؟ تتكلم عن الكوميونيكيشن، كريتيكال ثينكينج، بروبلم سولفينج، تكنولوجي. اضفنا اول ما كانت كنا نقول بس ترى هاي الاربعه الخمسه دي اذا انت كويس فيها كل الشركات تبحث لك، بس الان اذا ما انت كومبتنت في التكنولوجي انت ترى يو ليفت اوت من المجموعه كلها. فهذه الاي اي ما عاد صار في او اللي يقول لا والله انا حجيب بتاع اي تي عشان فاهم هو حيبرمج لي. الان ما تحتاج تجيب بتاع اي تي عشان يبرمج. الاي اي عفوا بتاع الاي تي عشان السوفيستيكيتد ثينجز، بس انت الان اذا ما تعرف تستخدم ولا الليترت في استخدام التكنولوجي انت يو ليفت اوت. ما في احد الان الا بيستخدم التكنولوجي. ويمكن واحده من الاشياء اللي انا دائما استخدمها حتى مع الموظفين، لما اقول له مثلا على سبيل المثال ابغى ارسل اليوم رساله مهمه لمسؤول. طبعا واحده من الاشياء الظريفه يعني الفرق في الكوميونيكيشن ما بين الجيل حقي والجيل الاخير مره قريب بعيد. انا احب اكتب introduction body conclusion. الجيل الجديد الانترودكشن body conclusion is only 3 words. مرحبا استلم. فانا بقول لا انت لازم تعيدها، خذها وقول روح على الشات جي بي تي. ايزي سمبل جدا، في ثواني بتحط الشات جي بي تي وتقول ترى انا بدي اعمل خطاب معمول للفلان الفلاني يربط الاهداف الفلانيه مع اهداف الجهه الفلانيه، بدي لك خطاب جدا جميل all you need you not to take it and post it لانه في مشاكل كثير. take it, review it, شوفها هي تتطابق مع شيء تبغاه حطه. فاحنا التكنولوجيا اصبحت جزء من حياتك، تعمل لنا تحليل الداتا الاناليسيس، تعمل لنا داتا اناليسيس، بتعمل لنا كيف تكتب الخطابات، التقارير بتحسن منها، حتى بطريقه الديزاين بتحسن. فاحنا اللي كنا في يوم يمكن حتى يعني في فتره من الفترات ترى الناس ما كانت زمان ما كانت فعلا. انا ما كنت اتوقع انه في يوم من الايام انه حوصل انه الجوال يخدمني في كل حاجه، مش بس يخدمني في كل حاجه، انه ترى بيصير الموظف اللي بينتقل معايا في كل مكان بروح. انا جالس في الطياره، انا جالس في بيتي، جالس اشتغل كذا شويه، جاتني فكره مره حلوه. طب ليه ما ابدا؟ انا عاده كنت اكتب الفكره واقوم ثاني يوم اشتغل عليها فتره طويله. الان ترى ماني محتاج، انا خلاص داخل ابغى انام وجات الفكره في دماغي، بمسك الجوال احط على شات جي بي تي بيطلع لي الفكره، بيحللها، واجلس عليها نص ساعه اخلصها، اركنها على جنب، اقوم ثاني يوم احسنها، وليس اقوم اسبوع كامل كنت اشتغل عليها. فالتكنولوجيا اصبحت في حياتنا شيء جميل. الطريقه اللي شفتها اليوم عجبتني في انه الناس شافوا بروبلمز واخذوا البروبلمز هذه اللي كريت منها opportunities. فاحنا حياتنا مليانه ترى مشاكل، انت ممكن تمر تعدي بالمشاكل دي تقول يا اخي ما يعرف يحصل، ما يعرف يعمل اوف، ترى كلمه اوف مره كثير. كل اوف ترى opportunities اللي خلق فرصه جميله او مشروع جديد او حاجه انت تخلق فيها باث وتصبح انت متميز.
ممتاز. هلا الاورجنايزيشن اللي بتشتغل عنهم ان كانوا بالميديا والانترتينمنت، ان كانوا قادرون الاشخاص ذوي اعاقه، هلا اكيد المستقبل صعب واحد يشوفه بعيد، يعني هاو كان، بس انه فيك نشوف خطوه او خطوتين kind of initiative اللي بدك تعمل where you can potentially see them من هلا ل 2027 2028. What are you most excited for مثلا next year to as main initiatives in everything you do?
شوف احنا في خلينا احنا مثلا في السامي انترتينمنت اكاديمي، احنا الان الثينجز اللي we're doing اللي هي دبلومز، ال 1 year دبلومه، 6 month دبلومز، اللي احنا تكنيكال دبلومز بنعد الناس اللي يدخلوا في قطاع الاعمال. وقعنا مع جهات دوليه الان اضفنا 2 things للبرامج حقتنا. اول اضافه كانت ان احنا جزء من البرنامج يصير في الفيرتشوال، فكان عندنا في ار. ليه؟ لانه مثلا الكراود مانجمنت مهما دربتك في الكلاس او نزلتك في الميدان، مو كل الاكسيدنت او الانسيدنت بتصير امامك، فلازم اعمل لك كيسز تحضرها في الفي ار. بعدين جينا قلنا العالم ما بيتحرك الا بالاي اي، فبدانا نضيف كمان الاي اي الى التريننج حقنا. لكن اتمنى ان احنا في يوم من الايام كمان، لانه احنا شايفين القطاع اللي احنا بنخدم فيه قطاع الفعاليات، قطاع المعارض والمؤتمرات، في lots of opportunities ان انت create solutions. فاحنا نبغى نقول فين احنا كاكاديميه ممكن ندرب ناس وندرب شباب يقدر يخش في قطاع الفعاليات ويجد solutions لall البروبلمز هذه. سواء كان يخترع طريقه لتعمل الداتا اناليسيس، فيزيتور اكسبيرينس يحسنها، يدير الكراود مانجمنت بطريقه معينه، يعني اي طريقه، لانه القطاع هذا اللي انت بتعمله والايفنت مانجمنت في السعوديه قطاع ناهض جديد، مليان كثير من الاوبورتونيتيز لو دخلت حتلاقي. فاحنا الاكاديميه جاهزين نتبنى هذا البرنامج، مو بس كاكاديميه، كوني عضو في مجلس اداره الجمعيه السعوديه للمعارض والمؤتمرات ممكن نعمل حاجه كومباين مع الاثنين ونطلقها. فهذه جزئيه. بالنسبه للقادرون، قادرون لتمكين ذوي الاعاقه، انا بقول الانسان الله سبحانه وتعالى بيعطي له قدرات خياليه، ويفرق الانسان عن الانسان ترى بعمل وطموحه، ليس الله سبحانه وتعالى اوزع الامور كما يعني بعدل على الناس كلها. فنقول في ناس تستطيع العمل، تستطيع الاختراع، تستطيع الابداع في هذا الشيء. ما تعيق العقل الموجود عنده، يستطيع الابداع، فيستطيع ان يقدم للمجتمع حاجات غير ما يستطيع ان يقدمها. كيف نستطيع ان ناخذ مجموعه من الشباب والشابات المعاقين او يعني ذوي الاعاقه ونعطيهم مجموعه من المهارات اللي تمكنهم يشتغلوا ويعطوا لهذا المجتمع ويصير ذا عطاء افضل من انه يجلس ويبحث عن عمل. خاصه انه انت لما تيجي تبحث عن عمل لذوي الاعاقه الشركات بعض الاحيان تتجنب لاسباب معينه، يقول لك انا عشان اوظف ذوي اعاقه معناه انا اكون مهيئ. تهيئه المكان تكون صعبه، خاصه اذا كان في عماره ومبنى وانا غير مسؤول وانا عندي مكتب في المبنى، انا اقدر اهيئ المكتب لكن ما اقدر اهيئ المبنى. التقنيه بتتخطى هذا الشيء، انا ممكن ما احتاج يجي ومجرد انه بيبحث ويعمل سولوشنز ممكن يسويها من مكانه، ممكن هو يفتح مكتب خاص شركه معينه ينطلق فيها وياخذ مجموعه من
ممتاز. ما بدي انا اسال كثير من الاسئله لانه بدي افتحها للكل لانه it's such an open-ended conversation. And I'm sure many people are thinking about, hey, I have some ideas too, some things I want to ask if we have, some تعليق بدي أزيده. So let's make most of this conversation open for everyone.
Before we go on, أنا ما حبيت يعني أعيد نفس الكلام اللي قاله سلطان، بس أنا أقدر أعمل ريبوست. ريبوست.
Exactly. 100%. لأنه when I spoke to you both, I sensed that you both have very similar, Sultan has grown so quickly in what he's done as Adeo, and his philosophy is not that different from yours. So it's almost like a, mentor-learner scenario. Let's open it. If anyone has any questions to Dr. Ihab, over to you, Nuri.
السلام عليكم دكتور إيهاب، أنا معك نورين من دورة. عندي سؤالين and both of them about قادرون. واحد more technical وواحد more policy side. more technical I'm interested إني أعرف كيف قاعدين technically توصلوا للaudience target audience حقكم على the purpose of قادرون and كيف group categories هل is it curated differently يعني I'm wondering about that process and the design of the platform and interface. And the policy question is more of يعني زي ما أنت قلت إنه كلنا لنا قدراتنا وإحنا ودنا إنه إحنا we utilize everyone and we include everyone في Vision 2030 and everything that we're doing. وفي policies موجودة targeting إنه how to empower people ذوي الإعاقة and in they economically contribute. هل في موائمة أو مشاركة بين قادرون ووزارة الموارد البشرية والشؤون الاجتماعية؟ هل مثلا انتم you're targeting الناس اللي هم they're benefiting من البروجرامز من هناك؟ هل في شراكة يعني من هذه الناحية أو لا؟
شكرا جزيلا. طبعا أولا في منصة، احنا عشان نجاوب على سؤالك في منصة للتوظيف، في المنصة احنا بيتقدموا عليها ذوي الإعاقة ويحط في بيانات معينة قاعد بيها والتقرير الطبي حقه بيضيف كل شيء فبنعرف إنه هو قادر على العمل ولا لا بناء على الأمور دي. بعدين في يصير كمان انترفيو ولقاء معه. وفي جهات بتعرض الوظائف اللي موجودة عندها، فإحنا بناخذ ذوي الإعاقة بعد ما نعمل لهم سكرينينج نعمل لهم تدريب وبعدين نعرضهم على الشركات هي اللي بتعمل الفاينل انترفيو زي هاي النقاط. إحنا بنحاول نطور هذا الأمر إنه إحنا كمان نصل إلى مرحلة نشرح للشركات إنه ما هي الفائدة اللي ممكن يجي منها بتوظيف الإعاقة. لأن هذه لا تزال لسه الثقافة محتاجة إن إحنا نوصلها بشكل مختلف، فإحنا بنشارك بنعمل مؤتمرات مع وزارة الموارد البشرية وبنعمل ورش عمل عشان نشرح للشركات ونشرح للجهات إنه ترى أنت ممكن توظفه بشكل أفضل. النظام سمح إنك أو بيدعم توظيف ذوي الإعاقة في السعودية، حتى يعتبر يمكن ذوي الإعاقة الشاب الواحد يعتبر كان 4 سنين. لكن الميزة دي بتستغل ليس بالشكل الصحيح. فإحنا بنقول ترى حتى تستفيد من هذه الميزة، تستفيد من هذا الشخص بالشكل الصحيح، بحيث إن أنت تأخذ بالمهارات اللي ممكن تستفيد منه وليس فقط لأنه سعودي. فهذا جزئية. إحنا ما بنشتغل فقط في قادرون، عندنا تيم كامل بيشتغل، عندنا رئيس التنفيذي مع فريق كامل. إحنا نتابع الاستراتيجية حقتهم، لكننا بنشتغل مع جهتين. نشتغل مع وزارة الموارد البشرية في عملية تحسين البوليسيز ودعم ذوي الإعاقة، يعني حتى من تحسين البوليسيز اللي عملناها نحن عملنا دراسة لوزارة الموارد البشرية بتقول نوعية الإعاقة وإيش الوظائف اللي تنفع له، يعني مش كل الوظائف تنفع لكل الناس. يعني على سبيل المثال الناس اللي
ما لا ترى تستطيع ان تشتغل في كول سنتر. الناس اللي ما تسمع تستطيع تشتغل مبرمجه. فبدانا طلعنا عيسى الوظائف، يعني عملنا دراسه على مستوى المملكه وعلى مستوى هذا وعالميه، كانت معنا شركات ساهمت فيها. فبنعمل دراسات في وزاره الموارد بحيث نساعدها في البوليسي، وبعدين بنقوم بعمليه التطبيق. فهذه مع الموارد البشريه. بنشتغل مع الامانات في برنامج الوصول الشامل. الوصول الشامل اللي هي يكون كيف المبنى مهيئ لانه ذوي الاعاقه يدخل هذا المبنى. فبنشتغل على الاثنين، يعني حتى الاسبوع الماضي كان عندنا فعاليه كبيره في جده، لانه قادرون في جده. كان عندنا فعاليه كبيره في جده اسمها جده قادرون برعايه امين جده، اللي احنا بنكرم الجهات اللي فعلا عملت الوصول الشامل بالشكل الصحيح واخذت ترخيص البلديه في ان هي نفذت الطريق الصحيح. فهذه الطريقه في قادرون.
سلام. ثانك يو عربي احسن. شكرا جزيلا. يعني اتجاهي مختلفان تماما، لكن خلينا نقول رايي يعني قد يكون اوت اوف وير هو. انا باعتقادي انه الشركات لازم ما حد يقنعها ان تاخذ واحد اعاقه، لا، لازم احنا نروح للناس اللي عندها اعاقه ونقول ليش هذا مختلف، هو شو المشكله؟ اوكي، واحد ما يمشي مين رايت؟ شنو يخليني مختلف عن اخوي اللي يشبهني ما اخوي التوأمي؟ اوكي، الفرق انا رحت جامعه وما رحت جامعه، انا تعلمت لغه ما تعلمت لغه، انا تعلمت اصير كويس بالبرمجه وما بتعلم. فالمشكله مش في الفيزيكال ولا لا، هذا الرجال استوردني من امريكا. ما اعتقد لما شافني على الويل شير قال اوه نو، ما اظن. المشكله كانت انترفيو حقت نولج. فاعتقد احنا ممكن نركز الاشياء مثل اجنتيك اي حلول الحين حلول تقنيه راح الفجوه حقت الفيزيكال اكزيستنس مش موجوده صراحه، قليله جدا. الفقره هي الابيلتيز. شنو الابيلتيز موجوده تقدر تقدمها، شنو النولج اللي عندك. فاحنا المفروض اعتقد من هذا الشخصي انه نركز عليهم هم كفعل. بغض النظر انا بعتبر كل الناس الجاهلين هم معاقين. جاهل هو معاق، بغض النظر هو 6 فت ولا عضلاته كذا مو مهم. اوكي، هذا كمان نحطه بنفس الفئه، وكل هذا نحطه بنفس الفئه. اعتقد المعاقين هي مشكلتهم هو قله المعرفه، فاحنا نروح نطور المعرفه. لذلك انا بدرس مع اتطوع ادرس مع درست 5000 شخص. ليش؟ لانه اعتقد النولج هو السلاح، مو مهم يعني هو هذا شو الباك جراوند مالته، هذا خريج جغرافيا وما يقدر يصير مبرمج، لا، نريد ان نخليه مبرمج. فاعتقد احنا المفروض نحارب هذه القضيه اكثر. علمهم، ابديهم مع الصفر، وصلهم مرحله التعليم مباشره. لا، الشركه هي تجي عندك، انت ما تروح لها.
انا ايد كلامك، بس في عندنا 3 حاجات. اسمح لي. يمكن يعني لو نجي نقارن المجتمع الخارجي غير المجتمع العربي، في عندنا 3 حاجات احنا دائما نسعى نقول ترى نحتاج نعيد الثقافه لنا كلتشر. المجتمع الاسره، لأن الأسرة لا زالت في العالم العربي لما يكون عندها شخص معاك تستحي تخبيه كما أضل في البيت، لا زالت. فأعتقد هذه ثقافة الأسرة محتاجة. فإحنا ثقافة الأسرة، ثقافة لا يزال ثقافة الأعمال، وأنا يمكن يعني عكس الكلام اللي تقوله في هذا الاتجاه، لازم تعطي ثقافة الأعمال، لأنه هي تنبثق من ثقافة الأسرة. لأنه هو رجل الأعمال ولا الشخص المدير الموارد البشرية، وهذا هو يعتقد إنه أنا اليوم لما أعين شخص في عندي مشاكل كثير حتجيني، وحتجيني كمان في وصول شامل.
فانا بسهل له الامور، بقول له ترى لا تختلف. فهي ثقافه، انا كل اللي بس زي ما انا حروح لصاحب الالعاب وحطور مهارته، ترى قبلها حطور الثقافه اللي عنده، لانه هو برضه ممكن يقول لك انا اجمل حاجه موجوده فيه اني انا جالس في البيت وحاخذ راتب تمام غيري ما يقدر يسويه. فانا بغير ثقافه كامله، لكن في نفس الوقت بشتغل على نفس الشخص، بطور مهاراته عشان لما اروح للشركه واقول ترى انا عندي جاهز المجموعه دي، يبقى انا فعلا عندي جاهز، وبزرع هذه النماذج المتميزه. وترى نجحنا في قصص نجاح كثير الحمد لله بنزرعها، وهي قصه النجاح دي اللي بتساعدنا انه بعد كده ينتشر الخبر اكثر. فهذا مدير موارد البشريه اليوم بيتكلم بيقول ترى انا عندي عينه كذا 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 من الناس، بيروح يحكي للثاني، فالثاني بيجينا. ترى اسرع اللي بيجونا دول اسهل في الاقناع من اللي احنا نروح نقنعهم. هناخذ بس سؤالين بعد.
يعطيك العافيه دكتور، ما شاء الله جهد يعني يشرح الصدر. اولا يركز على مبادئ ويركز على فئه مهمه في المجتمع، فسأل الله يكتب لكم الاجر اول شيء. سؤالي او طلبي اذا ممكن احد يتبناه، خصوصا في الاكاديميه هنا ما شاء الله طاقات وافكار كل يوم نشوفها، لو يخصص مثلا فكره او فكرتين يصير حولها هدف للقادرون او للجوب سيكر حتى، يعني يمكن خبرتكم في المجال الايفنتس بشكل عام وحضور الشركات بشكل كبير، فكيف تقدرون توصلون احد باحث عن الوظيفه او عنده فكره الى شخص مستفيد؟ وكذلك كيف الاكاديميه هنا Agentic AI من كنز يستخدمون الموارد حقتهم بحيث انهم يفيدون الافكار اللي في قادرهم.
شكرا اخوي سلطان. يمكن واحده من الاشياء اللي سواها انه جابني اليوم عشان نشوف الاشياء، يعني اللي صراحه عندي في المكتب يمكن ما شاف الحماس اللي انا تحمست عليه لما جيت اليوم. فاليوم ساعه صلاه المغرب رحت عليه وقلت له ترى احنا جاهزين، ورحت له وقلت له ترى احنا جاهزين. فلانه في الاخير في كلا الاثنين الهدف الرئيسي اللي موجود عندي انه كيف افتح بيت الشخص، وهذه ان شاء الله يعني اجر واجر. ففيها صحيح ان احنا بنشتغل هذا عملنا اليوم، لكنه في نفس الوقت اجر دائم بمشيئه الله، فاحنا محتسبين من هذا. جزاك الله خير.
الله يجزاكم الخير دكتور. يسعدك. انا حابب تعطينا كده لفته كيف الانسان الان يتوازن ان كان مع تربيه اطفالنا وشبابنا وحتى على الصعيد الشخصي. نشوف انا درست هندسه كمبيوتر في الهند، وكان عندي شركه في الهند وبعدين في امريكا، فكيف الواحد يوازن بين السلام النفسي والبعد عن هذا الصراع التقني والعالم والدنيا اللي جالسه تصير. فبس كده الوزنيه بين انه نحن نمكن شبابنا ونجهزهم للمستقبل، وبين انه لا ما لازم يمسك الايباد، ما لازم يمسك الكمبيوتر يجلس كثير، نحدد له نقنن له ساعات. وحتى نحن بالنسبه للتواصل الاجتماعي، بالنسبه للامور التقنيه هذه كيف نحدها حتى يعني نوصل لهذا الوزنيه يعني.
شوف حنظر، لانه انا وانت يمكن محتاجين واحد يدينا نفس الدروس. يمكن نصف المجموعه عليه نفس الطريقه. تمام؟ يعني مو ابنائنا، احنا بيكيم ادكتد للجوال، يعني اوتوماتيك وانت ماشي تلاقي نفسك طلعت تطالع فيه. اول ما تصحى الصباح، انا اقول دائما اول ما تصحى الصباح انت بتطالع في الجوال قبل ما تطالع في زوجتك. هو اول واحد بتشوفه بعدين تطالع هي موجوده ولا ما هي موجوده. فبيكيم ادكتد مره امانه التكنولوجيا اكثر من اي شيء ثاني. لكن حقيقه الحياه اصبحت عمليه اكثر، واصبح صرنا نشوف الشباب اللي بيشتغل على نفسه اكثر بيصل.
فنبغى ناخذ في ابنائنا. ترى الوقت المتوفر لكل الناس واحد، بس كنا بعضنا بيقضيه في الالعاب وبعضنا بيقضيه في حاجه مفيده. حاول توجه ابنائك بطريقه معينه انه يستخدم التقنيه في الشيء المفيد، في انه كيف يبني حياته اكثر. ما بقول انه تخرج كون الالعاب، لازم يعيش حياته، ما تبغى ماشي ما تنسى كل حاجه وبعدين يصير ما عندي سوشيال لايف، لانه المشكله في التقنيه انه بتخلي ما عندك سوشيال لايف.
عشان كده اقول لك الوزنيه كيف؟
الوزنيه في لحظات يعني ما بقول لك انا حنظر، لانه هذه احنا محتاجين. واحده من الاشياء اللي انا قلت ترى انا من اهل جده، فكنت اشتغل في جده احس ان عندي وقت طيب اقدر اقضيه مع الاهل. من يوم جيت الرياض بشتغل الصبح بالليل 24 ساعه، يعني يمكن انام الساعه 2 3 الاقي نفسي صاحي الفجر، اصلي الفجر، اخذ لي ضفه بسيطه وبعدين اصحى من الساعه 7 ومنطلق ثاني يوم. فحسيت انه الحياه اصبحت رتم. واحنا اليوم الاحد دوبنا بدانا الاحد، احنا يوم خميس، فاصبح الاسبوع ما انت حاسس فيه. فمحتاجين واحد يعيد لنا تنظيم حياتنا اكثر. فما حقدر افتي في شيء انا ضعيف فيه صراحه، فسامحني.
ما في شيء صراحه ازيد على الكلام الدكتور، كلنا نعاني من نفس المعاناه، لكن يمكن النصيحه اللي يمكن انصح فيها you are not obligated لاحد. يعني دائما انا من سنه تقريبا قررت قرار فرق معي كثير، جوالي صامت. دائما ما عندي اي مكالمه ضروريه ما عدا 4 اشخاص موجودين في حياتي هم اللي حاطهم، الوالد، الوالده، زوجتي ومديري. هذول ال4 هم اللي لهم emergency call. الباقيين
الله يحفظهم.
اللهم امين. فهذول اللي يبدون انهم emergency لو دقوا عليك، الباقيين ما اعتقد انهم ضروري انك ترد عليه immediate، لان الجوال صار بصراحه مكالمات كل واحد يبغاك يتصل عليك، ما يراعي انك في اجتماع او ممكن انك مرتاح. كثير اللي حولك صاروا عارفين، ممكن اشوف مكالمتك ما رد عليك. الواتساب نوتيفيكيشن كل ما قللتها هي ديستراكشن، كل ما قللتها كل ما ارتحت اكثر. في نفس الوقت وتيره العمل في الرياضه بشكل عام سريعه جدا، وعسى الله يعيننا جميعا عليها.
رح نختتم الجلسة. قعدنا 4 ساعات، المفروض نخلص على 7 ونحن صارت الساعة 8. هيدا الوقت بيمضى بطريقة سريعة. أعطيتونا 4 ساعات من وقتكم آخر الأسبوع بطريقة وين بلشت بالاي اي خلصت بالإنسانية، وين صار في ثغرات جديدة انعملت بس إنه بطريقة صريحة، مش إنه مثل إنه أوكي نحكي بعدين وخلص واحد ينسى. هذا الحلو بالمؤتمرات الصغار. For everyone online بالإنجليزي والعربي all across the Middle East، برافو عليكم. أخذتوا it's not an easy class to take. نحن أخذنا الصف صعبناه مع الأجنتيك AI، مش بس دبلومة تاخذوا صف وتجاوبوا كم سؤال. You have to build, you have to learn, you have to stay human, and everyone here is encouraging you صراحة. Everyone here looked at what you built and was مندهش. There was not one bored moment when you were presenting your work, so keep building it. You are preparing, you have prepared yourself, have prepared yourself for the job of 2026, the jobs of 2026. You're so much more ready for work and marketable than you were before you took this course. And so tell your friends, be proud of what you did, and that concludes it. And maybe I'll close it with Neda, who without her silent hero بالغرفة, none of this would happen. هي اللي أعطتنا الفرصة ونحن ركضنا معها وهي بعدها ركضت معنا وهي حقيقة موجودة. So leave it for you to close it.
Thank you so much, Roy. And thank you everyone, the speakers, everyone who's there listening, and everyone who's there like virtually.
thank you for being here. But before we end the day, I wanted to share some insights that we got from the posted activity in the small room. So there is absolutely no better testimonial of the great work that this course has created, like best than or better than what we have seen created by the people who have learned the course, from the 6 people who have shared their projects with us. But some things that's worth mentioning as well is that people are planning, we had a question in the room, what are you planning to do with the course that you have learned? And some of the ideas there were wonderful. I encourage you guys to go into the room and read them, but I'm going to read some of them. So some people really liked that it's not theoretical, but it's actually the implementation and the workshop itself, and that was their first time that they know how to build an AI agent, and that they are planning to use that knowledge in improving not only their ideas into projects, but also their existing platforms and themselves as well. One person wrote that a wonderful sentence, which is, this is just the start. When we were designing this program from the get-go, we wanted a program which is accessible, introductory course that can be a start to a learning journey. We don't want this course to be the final thing that you did in that field, but actually a start to it. And on behalf of everyone who have worked really hard in this program, I really wanted to thank Kanz's team, whom without them, we wouldn't be, not only we wouldn't be here today, but we would have never seen how these people work, and some of these would never come to light without the amazing team of Kanz. So thank you everyone, but thank you Kanz team, and thank you everyone who has worked not only on this day, but also on this project. Thank you so much. Over to you.
And one more instructor, everyone on the call, people here don't know her, everyone on the call, if you're listening to us, Sandra, you are the silent hero, and there's one noise cancelling headphones for Salam, one for you. So when we see you in Lebanon, you have a prize, and I'm sure that there are hundreds of hearts now from every person online who's been taking your instructions. So thank you, Sandra. We graduated 1,700 people. She would take classes with 950 people dialed in at the same time while she's instructing. So you're the real hero, silent hero of the team. Thank you so much, everyone. That was fun, and to be continued. 2026 is going to give us some more marvelous things to do, but at least optimism is there.
Turn off. Yeah. Let's stop the live. And thanks everybody. Bye. Have a good day.